Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another video, man. And today we're gonna be doing something a little special. I'm gonna give y'all a list of my top 10 manga or manhwa to read during this quarantine crap. And yeah, like I just wanted to give y'all this list because I know a lot of people don't got things to read because like I said, this quarantine thing kind of just snuck up on us and nobody had no time to prepare for it. So I want to give y'all something new to read because I know a lot of people, they don't really read these type of manhwa or manga, if you want to call it that. And yeah, these manga, they are going to consist of martial arts, action, adventure, and fantasy. I'm not really gonna go out too far outside of that. Usually they have something to do with that. And yeah, and the first one is Martial Peak. And Martial Peak is kind of new right now. And right now, the best thing about it is the quantity. The quantity, like it has like 500 something chapters. So if you're reading this, you're going to have like something to read for a few days. So this will be a real good manga just to read. So you can just have something to read. And the story is actually pretty good. Once you get to the later half of the story really does get really good. So I think it's really worth your read. And then also the MC makes it actually really good. The MC just being a very laid back, a cool character and he's not really annoying. He doesn't really do too many things that's annoying in the series that'll make you just be like, why? And yeah, back on the story, like I said, in the later half of the later half in the story, it gets really good. Like once you get past like chapter 200, that's when like the story ramp up and just gets really good. And it does takes a complete 380 once you do get to the part where we found out about his real family and stuff. I'm gonna kind of spoil it for y'all, but yeah, and I really highly recommend it because it's really good right now and it's popping. So you'll be getting constant updates because like they be updating like 4 or 5 chapters a day. And this has 500 plus chapters, so you'll have something to read for like a good week or two, depending on how you read, like how fast you read this. And yeah, then we got Hypothesis, and I used to review Hypothesis, and Hypothesis is a great series, and it's kind of the same as Martial Peak, but it does have a little stuff that's a little different. First thing first that makes it really good is the quantity. Like I said, the quantity is 500 chapters, so you can't go wrong with a series that has a lot of chapters. Now, sometimes you can, but most of the time, if you got a series that's got like over 500 chapters, it has to be good for the author to like be continuing doing it. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Hypothesis, it doesn't have the best story now, cause it's a lot of parts. The story kind of like some parts in the chapters they kind of just skip the story, so sometimes you be left hanging and not even knowing what's going on. But the one thing that really makes this worth reading is the world building. The world building in this one is really good. Like the MC, like he is pretty much an adventure, so he pretty much just exploring the world, and the world does actually have some interest into it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I only read up to like chapter 300 or something, so I don't know exactly everything that's gonna happen, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't get like so bad to the point where it's just unreadable. So I do highly recommend Hypothesis too, especially if you don't mind the story being a little trash and you just really want something to read and you want to overpower MC and just want to read that, then I highly recommend it. And then we got God of Martial Arts. Now, God of Martial Arts, it's like a classic because like this was kind of like one of my first ones I ever read out of all these. This is the first one I probably ever read. And one thing that makes this so good is the MC. I'm not gonna even lie. The MC is a overpowered character, and he's a very cool character, and you really gonna like him because he really doesn't take nothing from the other characters. Like if somebody is getting on his nerves, he's going to handle it. Like most of the time, he be just straight up killing people in this whole entire series. Like at some point, he'll just be killing people for no reason, and I don't know why I found it so amusing, but it's actually very fun and funny to see him just be killing everybody. And yeah, and actually another thing is the art style. The art style is not actually I wouldn't say the art style is the best, but when it comes to the fight scenes, it's pretty decent. I really do like the coloring of the whole entire manga. Like, I want to say the drawing now. The drawing not the best, but when it comes to the colors they decide to choose, it's really good with that. And another thing is the cultivation that they use, like the cultivation methods that they use inside of this one is really good. So I really highly recommend this one too, because it's just overall good. If you like an overpowered character, this is like the perfect one for you. And I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't have a lot of chapters. Like, if you add up all the chapters, I'd probably say it got around 150 or 60 chapters at most. And yeah, then we got Eternal Reverence. And Eternal Reverence, the one thing that makes this really good is pretty much the world building. Now, the world building is pretty interesting because the MC really doesn't really stay in one place too long. He actually keeps exploring different places. And another thing that makes this really good is this story is very fast paced. So if you don't like your stories very fast paced and they really not explaining all the information, then you're not really gonna like it, because I'm not gonna lie, they do skip some parts in the series, and that's like some of the biggest complaints is they'll just skip something. Like, they won't skip fights, but like they'll skip, like, the MC will be talking about something and they'll just skip it and be like, forget it. He don't need to discuss it. You already know it. So that's one thing I can say that's really bad about this, but everything else is pretty good. Like I said, the world building, the MC, he doesn't stay in one place too long and it doesn't get boring, and the story is very fast paced. And what I mean by fast paced is the MC goes from being weak all the way to strong. Like at one point in the story, the MC is like practically bodying everybody. So it's very good, especially if you just like your fast paced stories and not really taking it really slow and you just want something real quick to read. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the art style not that good either. So like, I'll still recommend it to you, but like, you know, you going in there on your own, and it got like 200 and some chapters, so you'll have a good read, even though it probably doesn't be the best. Especially, I say Eternal Reverence gets really good towards the middle and end. At the beginning, it's okay. And yeah, and then we got Star Guide Mortar Technique, and it's probably one of my personal favorites other than Martial Peak. And this one right here is really good because this one right here, it encapsulates everything that all the other ones I was just talking about. It's like a perfect combination of them put together. It has an overpowered character. It has an amazing story. It has a good power system. It has a good world building. It has good characters. Like, everything about this, like, and the art style is very good. So I say with this one right here, like, if you like never read this type of manga, like this type of style, I say this be the best for you, because it's just overall good. Like, like everything about it, like, it's very easy to get into. So if you never read like a martial arts manga before, and you watching this video and you trying to decide if you want to read it, I say go ahead and jump into it, because it's really good. It had, even though everything, it kind of gets repetitive with all the different manga, but at the same time, that's what makes it good to me, in my opinion. And I say the first thing you need to read is Star Guide Mortar Technique, because this one right here is very beginner friendly. It doesn't introduce anything too complex, and it's actually good, so you won't just be reading something trash and not like it. And the one thing is the power system. Like I said, the power system is really good. Like, it's above average when it comes to martial arts manga, and the cultivation techniques that they decide to use. It's really good. And yeah, another thing is the story. Now, the story is very interesting because the MC is pretty much trying to help his village get to a higher status. At first, he went to academy to train to become stronger. Once he got back to his village, he just started helping his village become stronger and stronger. So it's kind of like him building his own kingdom, but it's his village, and it's very interesting to watch the story unfold. And another thing is the world building. Now, like I said, with the world building, even though an MC is kind of in his village most of the time, it still got other elements and other things going on. Like, it's different characters and different stuff happening to them. Like if you take the MC out of this story, the story will still be interesting, because you got the I forget the name of it, but it's like the two giant armies. They're constantly fighting each other, and you got smaller sects going at each other, trying to overpower each other. So it's pretty interesting. And yeah, like I said, man, that's my top 5 martial arts manga to read. I'm gonna make a part 2 to this video too. I don't know when, but I'm gonna get it out. Only reason why I'm cutting it in half, so I want to edit and be editing here, like be sitting here editing for hours and on end. So yeah, I just want to say that. And that's pretty much it for this video. These are the top 5 ones that I really recommend. Now, part 2, you probably won't like as many as I put, like the ones I put in there. You probably don't like them as much as you gonna like these, because these right here are very beginner friendly, especially Start Guide, Mortar Technique, Martial Peak, and those, and Guide of Martial Arts. Those 3 are very beginner friendly. So if you do decide to start reading these type of manga or manhwa, whatever you want to call it, these are the 3 I really recommend. Now the other 2, like I said, they're not perfect. They do have some flaws in them, but if you like quantity over quality, then all these are good. Yeah, but if you like quantity, I mean, if you like quality over quantity, then you're not going to really like this type of genre, because this genre right here, it does have some amazing ones, but at the same time, it does this whole entire genre is saturated. The martial arts manga genre is very saturated, so it's gonna be like the same thing, like the character getting reincarnated and he's pretty much in a new world, or it's gonna be like he went back in time. It's gonna be something like that, and it does get repetitive at some point. So like I said, I'll still recommend it. It's still good, but like if you like quality over quantity, then you really not gonna like it. But if you come in here with a free mind, you're really going to enjoy it. So like I said, I highly recommend it. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it for this video. You already know, man. Leave a like, hit the subscription button, and yeah, hit the notification bell if you want to see more like this, or if you anything that's related to anime or manga. And yeah, man, as you already know, it's your boy Grandma Cookies, and I'm out.
To the tune, till I'm dead. Don't want room, am I cool, but I don't want French. To the tune, till I'm dead. Don't want room, am I cool, but I don't want French. You was acting like you don't